Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be sharing with you all my favorites from the month of November. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Next week is going to be really fun. The home tour, my Christmas decor thing that I always do. But before I spend the whole video rambling about that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my favorites. So, I've got a lot to talk about, so I'm really going to stick with beauty stuff. One fashion-y thing to talk about. But, as I mentioned in my recent makeup haul that I posted on Monday, I am so obsessed with the Ambient Lighting powders. I've talked about them a lot lately, but after I've really used this one a lot, I have really started enjoying this one more than any of the other ones. This is the Diffuse Light, and the Luminous Light, it's just so hard though. It is really hard to pick a favorite because the Luminous Light, I feel like, is a really great one too, and was my favorite. I don't know, and I love I love them all, but I guess I just sort of rotate them all, and this is the one that I've been using the most recently. This one is sort of like a light, yellowy, but doesn't look like, it's very just, I mean, you wouldn't see it. I dust these on with a big powder brush like this. This is an F25, and I just sort of like set my makeup with it. And this one that was my least used one has become my most used one because I just feel like this is a good one. You can set your makeup with it. I can use just a little under my eyes to set my concealer. I can really concentrate it as a highlighter. Again, I'll post that video below so you can see what to do with it. But true favorite this month, the Diffuse Light, I have just really been using a lot. Next, the lip, this is so funny. Years ago, I fell in love with this. I do have a couple of lip products that I've really been enjoying. Well, one more that's a treatment too. Got some good lip stuff this month. Years ago, you guys probably remember me talking about this, the MAC Luster Glass in Star Nova. It's this beautiful, like, plummy, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a violet mauve-y pretty color. It is so gorgeous on the lips. It has sparkle to it. It's a luster glass, and it's just really one of my favorite MAC not just a favorite product of this month, but it is one of my favorite products ever. 100% like a top 5 MAC product even. It truly is just one of the best lip glosses ever. Wondering why I hadn't picked one up sooner because I really love that. While I'm talking about lip products, the other lip combo that I wore the most this month was this Rouge Allure by Chanel in the shade Radiuse, R-A-D-I-E-U-S-E. And I'm really not a big Chanel lipstick person. I love the Rouge Cocoa Shines. I think those as a whole are good products. Can't really speak to the lipsticks like these because this is the only one that I own. But I have been really liking this color, and I think that this is a color that, you could find. It's a good pink, but I think, you could definitely probably maybe find it somewhere else. It's very similar to my Bite Fig that I love so much, so I believe those might even be, I don't even know if those are much cheaper. And this one is the 3D Lip Gloss in Polished, and it's just hard to explain. It's like an opal, it's like a pinky peach. It kind of tastes like vanilla peach is the scent of these, or the taste. And it has like a little bit, it's like an opalescent sheen, and it has like some sparkle to it. But I love the depth that it gives lip colors, and it really makes that pink look even pinker. So this is definitely a lip gloss that is becoming a fast favorite of mine that I'm just really in love with that lip gloss. I have been mentioning a BB cream in the past several videos. I keep saying, oh, well, I like this BB, this is a good BB cream, but I have one that's been a favorite lately, and so you've probably been wondering which one it was, and it is this one by Tarte. It's the Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. Now they do have some different ones. I wear the shade Light Medium first of all. They do have some different ones that look like this. They have a foundation that's in a tube like this. They also have one that is the Amazonian Clay BB Primer, and it's in pretty much the same container, and it's a BB primer. I wasn't a fan of that. This is just the one that says BB Tinted Moisturizer. It has SPF 20 in it. It's just, I can't say enough good things about it for oily skin. I would say I've probably used about half of it, but I just feel like it really holds up well with my skin, which is on the oily side. What I do is after my moisturizer, since, it's been kind of dry, I found that, using this sometimes instead of a foundation works really well. So it's just like an extra step that gives you even more moisture, gives you some coverage, and helps you kind of start off. So most of the time, if I don't want a foundation, I don't have to, but then I could definitely apply my foundation over it without it looking cakey or anything like that, because it's just so smoothing and just so pretty. I really love it. And I did show the IT Cosmetics CC cream that I got at Ulta in my last haul video earlier this week that I'm going to try after this, but I really just want to get through this one, although I think I might have to cave and give that one a try. But I'm really enjoying this one, and this is definitely one that I would repurchase, and probably, well, definitely 100% the best BB cream that I've ever tried. I'll wait till the end of the video. I have a few questionable items that I always kind of throw in if something just kind of particularly stumps me, or if I'm yeah, bear with me. I'll show that at the end. I was about to pick it up and show it right now. The translucent crystal. I haven't had this one in a long time, probably half the month. It's the Light Reflecting Setting Powder by NARS. It's the pressed version. Now, when I first got this, I was a little unsure, because I have been using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders, sort of as the same idea, like as a light setting powder. I use the same F29 or F25 brush with it. It's just very light, you know, and I just wasn't really prepared to be like wowed by this, but I kind of am. And I wasn't going to include this in this favorites video because I've been kind of going back and forth between this and the Hourglass Diffuse that I mentioned. I feel like this one is even more like brightening. I think that it gives my skin, it's just hard to explain, because this one I feel like makes my skin look sort of glowy and dewy and pretty. That's what I'm wearing today. This one I feel like almost accentuates like the areas where you would naturally highlight without having to do that. So like if I take it and I dust it over, I just feel like it just naturally picks up those areas, and it's just hard to explain. Between these two, would I say there's a huge difference? Maybe not, but I don't even know which one I would pick between the two of them. I'm still trying to like figure out which one I like better, but I'm really getting great results from both. I feel like this one kind of keeps the shine away, but it does provide like a glow. Like it gives you like, while it sort of gets rid of the shine, it gives you a glow. And I guess I would say that about the Hourglass too. They're just very similar, so it's hard for me to really pick one that I like better, but I have to include both of them because I am really like wowed by both of them. I love them. They're just a bit different. All right, a couple more products, and then I have a hair and a skin thing, and then I'll talk about the weirdos at the end. This Chanel brush, I hate to keep talking about it because I know that it is a little more expensive, and I definitely would never be like, whoa, you know, go spend, you know. I use this with my bronzer, and it is the Chanel Powder Contour No. 2 brush. It's very unique. I have seen other brushes like this. I even looked at one that you guys recommended, and it was not, I just wish that you could, like, if you're not familiar with this brush, if you could really feel it and see it, you would kind of know what I mean, because it, you know, it just looks just like a regular angled brush, but it's just so thin. This part right here is just so fluffy, while this part's just very dense. So I feel like it's like two brushes in one. I love it for contouring. I love it to apply just like, you know, I can't say enough good things about it. I'm really enjoying it. And I feel like it really makes my bronzer look good. This shampoo and conditioner I mentioned when I got my hair. Oh, I feel like the bottles are really gross. They've got like, it's like they're dripped all over. We'll just turn that around so you don't see that. When I had my hair colored, I got it done at a Nevada salon. It is very, it's fading. My hair was very blonde before. It's, you know, I mean, anytime you put that dark of a color over like blonde hair, it's gonna fade. But it is not faded at all, like completely like I thought it was going to. I'm not in a hurry to get it done again because I think it looks fine. And I'm not like a crazy hair person. Like I would probably, I mean, I'm awful. Like I go forever without getting my hair cut. I don't get it colored often at all. So I'm liking it. And I showed that I had purchased the Aveda Color Conserve and the Damage Remedy Restructuring Conditioner. I have about half of these left, but considering how light my hair was before and how often I wash my hair, I feel like this is probably the best color shampoo. It's really, really been great. It's gentle, but it gets your hair clean. The scent sort of is really like herbal, almost like Brad always says it smells peppery. It smells sort of like very like essential oilish. I like it. It takes some getting used to, but I found that this is just really good shampoo for color treated hair. And I had even gosh, years ago when I first started my YouTube channel, I was really into Aveda products, and I remember I used that when my hair was really dark back then. I might get it cut, well, I am going to get it colored again, maybe in the next month or so, I don't know, to get it just a little bit darker. And she said that after I got it done again, it would probably be less prone to fading, which I always find is the case. But the Damage Remedy conditioner, I absolutely love. I do have really sort of like thinner hair. It's very straight. However, I always use a super heavy conditioner. As long as you use it on your ends, you don't really put it in your roots or anything. Sometimes though, I do, like if I know that I'm not really going anywhere special, or you know, I don't really care about like how my hair looks for a day or so, I will put conditioner on my roots and just really let it sit and just sort of deep condition everything, and then rinse it out and go about my business. But sometimes I do think it's nice and it's good for your scalp. But those two have been really great. Okay, my questionable items. First, I have really been loving a lot of Hourglass products lately, but this lip oil is just something that is stumping me. It is, it's a lip oil. You basically, I love the applicator, first of all. This says it's like some sort of like gold-plated antibacterial applicator, which I think is pretty cool. You apply it like that, you sort of press this little lever with your finger as you do it, and a little bit comes out. You definitely do not need a lot. And the product itself feels really good on your lips. It makes my lips look really good. I applied this, you know, in the morning, you know, a little bit before bed maybe. But especially with the drier weather lately, I have really been needing, you know, good lip balm and lip gloss and all that. And all of it is always fine. I never have chapped lips or anything, but when I used this, I had really chapped lips the first few days that I used it. And so then I stopped using it for a week. Used my other products and it was fine. I used it again and the same thing happened. It just got really chapped and they like burned, and it was just really weird. The scent is not my favorite. It kind of burns my throat a little bit if it gets in your mouth. But the product itself is good. I just am not sure what's going on with the lip chapping. So I'm confused. If you guys have had similar experiences or you know what the heck is going on, please enlighten me, because I'm just not sure. This Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer that I talked about, and I believe it was my last one or the favorites before that. It is an under eye concealer. It's very thick, like I said. It's just, it comes out in a tube. It's really hard to spread and all that, and it just doesn't set up. It kind of stays a little tacky. Well, I love the, absolutely love the look of it. The coverage is perfect. It's brightening. It is the shade Light. It says it's full coverage, creaseless, waterproof, long wear. However, I just felt it was sticky. It wouldn't set up. I don't feel like you should have to set a concealer with powder. I think that products should set up, and then if you want to set them, you can. But I don't like the idea of knowing that a product is wet and I have to change the product with a powder. You know what I mean? Especially in your under eye area. So I've used it. I've played with it. I've still, you know, wish it would set up just a little bit better, but I found that, you know, I can use just the tiniest amount, just dab it in. It looks really great. It's nice. It stays a little sticky, and when I use my setting powder, you know, sometimes I'll just lightly go like that, or I'll use a product that I know works well in that area and just lightly dab it. I really do find that it is creaseless. I find that it looks really good, which is weird, because even products that set up really well sometimes will crease, like in your fine lines. I'm finding that this one is really great for that, and I'm not finding it to crease at all, which is nice. So as promised, the fashion-y item that I'm obsessed with, these shirts. I cannot say enough good things. I'll stand up so you can see. Okay, it's just super, oh, Waylon slobbered me. It's just the easiest shirts. They're fitted in the sleeves, so you don't look like you have wings or weirdness or anything like that, so you can still see your arms. The material is just super soft. It's just wonderful. I love this color blue. I have them in 2 other colors, but it is called the Pico. The P-I-K-O is what they call them. I got this at a store called Shop Dress Up, which I'll put a link to below, although I don't see these on their website. You may be able to call the store. I don't know. If you're in Georgia, they have them all different places. You can go to the website and see where they are. But I'm obsessed with these, and I wouldn't be talking about them if I thought it was something you could just get at this like Georgia store, because I know that you guys are all over the place. But when we were in Disney World this past week, I brought them because I thought this will be perfect for nighttime, you know, because it'll keep me warm, but then, you know, it's still not too thick, you know, when it's a little cool outside. And we were in this gift shop, and when I was checking out, the girl was like, "Oh, I love your Pico." And I was like, "What?" You know, and I realized what she said, luckily, so I wasn't like, "What are you talking about? Like, I don't know what I'm wearing." So, you know, of course, I was like, "Oh, thanks," you know, and I was like, "Yeah, it's really comfortable." And she said, "Oh, I love those. I just love those. Where did you find yours? Like, did you find it around here?" And I told her where I found it, in Georgia, of course. And she acted like she had gotten hers somewhere around Orlando, so I don't know. You can Google them to see where they are or whatever, I don't know. But anyways, the brand of the shirt's called Pico. Like I said, the store that I found mine at had them in every color. I will own them in every color. I will wear them all the time. I love these shirts. They're wonderful. But it's just something that's so unique, or not unique, I don't know, maybe there's something that's like really well known and they're everywhere, because I just thought it was funny that she said that. But they're just great shirts, and if you can't find these exact ones, just tops that are just made like this in general, I think, you know, this isn't just some super special like top. This is just a plain, you know, flowy, nice colored top, and then I put like a big statement necklace with it, or, you know, if I wanted to wear it more casual or whatever, I could just wear it with, you know, without so much jewelry. But that's kind of my style. I like basics. I like things like that. And then I like to put them with other things to kind of like make them my style. But these Pico shirts are good. And I think they were, I believe mine was like $28. But I'll put the info to that store below. But yeah, I'm on a mission now. I have to have these in every color. I absolutely love them. Alright, so I believe that's it. I feel like I've talked so long about all this stuff, but still, you know, a lot to get through, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. You got a little peek into some of my favorites this month. Again, I hope you had a fabulous week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will be back on, I guess, Monday with a new video. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.